Greetings everyone, JJ here from schooltrade.com, April 14th, 2010. Welcome to your live trading recap. Hope you guys had a good time with us in the room this morning. I want to thank all of our guests for coming out. Big warm welcome to all of our new members that made it in earlier on this week. We had our first training today, so good job with that. Before we talk about the trades we took today, had a pretty good day in the market today. 3 important links. If you guys are watching this video right now on the YouTube page, in the description of the video, you'll see 3 links. 1 is for our track record, 2 is for our free trial, and 3 is for our blog. We just added brand new videos on the dollar index. We just added a brand new article on speed trading. Lots of stuff, guys, on the blog right now, so make sure you guys click on that link. Check it out. Let's see how we did today. 2, 4, 5 total trades, everything from gold and crude. We took one on the wave pattern today. A couple breakers, a couple two-steps. So we really got a good mixture of patterns we took. We got one loss tucked in there, guys. Cost a couple $100 there, but we made it back above green here. 48 ticks total, 480 USD. We got 1280 for the week, 4,500 for the month. Just shy of 30,000 bucks here for the year so far. Only 4,000 bucks. So you get a $4,000 account, right? $5,000 account, trading 4 lots, 3 lots, and you're bringing in $25,000 to $30,000 a quarter on that. So we're looking at, give or take here, about $1,000, about $100,000 a year. Sounds pretty good, right? Take $5,000 and in 1 year turn into over $100,000. That sounds like a pretty good job to me, right? We'll keep you guys posted throughout the rest of the month, obviously. Having a good week so far, though. Let's see here. What's the most important thing that happened today? Well, of course, tomorrow's tax day. So people were, I'm assuming, a little bit distracted by getting their extensions filed, getting all their pay stubs in order, right? Or for us futures traders, getting together some of the home expenses, right, of running your trading business. Make sure you guys talk to your CPA about your deductions on that. We had Big Ben speaking today at 10 a.m. this morning Eastern Time. So we began with what we expected to see as being a very sluggish week. Okay, we had a sluggish week, which we were thinking today was going to be a pretty slow day as well. We decided to watch the dollar first, right? Always look at the dollar, the DX, and then watch that first move of the day. That first move of the day is always going to give us some feedback as far as what to expect. Now, moving forward here, this morning we woke up and we realized the crude market is right there about to roll over. Okay, so crude 510 to 610 here. You can see we're just right there in the center there. Volume is just a little bit higher right now in the 510. 610 tomorrow, we'll wake up tomorrow. We probably roll over forward tomorrow to the 610 contract on crude. Remember, crude oil rolls over monthly, and you guys can get more information on crude oil contracts. Go to our blog, and then look under the tutorials. Under tutorials, that will show you guys exactly where those videos are. Let's look at the dollar now. Now, the dollar was a little bit of interpretation needed, a little bit of discretion needed this morning, the dollar. Now, a couple things I want to tell you guys about the dollar. First things first, looking at the dollar index first, we always watch the dollar first. It gives us great direction for day ahead. Okay, so the dollar tells us what to expect going on. Well, we've grown rather accommodated, kind of used to seeing the dollar here with double tops and double bottoms. But something new came in today, and that's that half level. Now you'll notice up top here, right, we have 81 even, right, 81 even up top. We have 80 even down bottom here. And of course, the big round numbers in the dollar are going to be even more important than things on crude and gold. Big round numbers in the dollar are a bullseye. Lots of impulsive trading going on around big round numbers. Now, today, though, we picked up right away on the 8,500 level. See that right in the center here? The 8,500. That's the halves, right? The center, the exact center of the 81 down to 80 even is that 80 half, right? Another big round number, double zeros. Now, we noticed right away that we had seen some price action in previous days trading bounce off of that. So it first started by looking previously here at the days before. And we saw double bottoms here previously at that 80 half. Then today we woke up and we see, of course, this price action this morning, and we, of course, right away knew that 80 half level is right there in the center, so we decided let's mark that up in our charts as well. So keep an eye on that stuff, guys. Look for those half levels there. That may be another kind of secret spot there, right? Hidden spot in between your obvious big round numbers. That may be a place for us to avoid. Now, we really didn't have a chance to really even get close to that today. As you can see here, we ended up breaking the downside. We'll go to that a little bit later on this morning. But as you can see here, guys, once we broke the downside, that's when we want to start looking for trades. Tucked inside of this sideways range here, again, the dollar leads the way. If the dollar's not going anywhere, we want to be very careful about everything else not going anywhere very fast. Let's take a look now real quick at another slide here on the dollar as well. We compared, of course, a little bit after we started this morning. I want to say it was about 850. I'm sorry, 920 here. See 922 there at the bottom. So just for the U.S. Open, we look at the dollar again. Now this time I've got an ATR chart here. This is called, for all you members out there, right? This is the 2 minute, right? This is the 2 minute range chart, right? 2 minute range chart is what it is. And it's the ATR. So we're looking at ATR. And what we notice here is again, listening to the market, right? We can't do very much by trading the dollar, but we can listen to the dollar. And one thing we see right away here is that after 9 o'clock, we begin to drop. One of the easiest ways to use average to range is comparing it from where it is now to where it is before. And so as you can see here, it's dropping. All right? So as the last 10 minutes after 9:22, the ATR was dropping. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but let's now look at how that correlates to our dollar. Let's follow me over here. Notice, what time does it start dropping here? Let's say 9 o'clock, right? 9 o'clock, ATR begins to drop. Well, look over at my slower time frame chart, right? About 9 o'clock here, what do you see happening here? We start trading up into that 80 half level. Remember I said earlier, be careful about the 80 half level? This is a great illustration here of exactly what happens when we get closer to that 80 half level. Now, of course, we weren't trading at this time. We were sitting on our hands because we knew to stay away from it. But I wanted to really show you guys here, while we start trading into the 80 half level we talked about earlier, the ATR begins to drop. So what it means is while we're trading around this very tough, sideways, choppy area there, we look at ATR, and ATR confirms our concern because you can see it started up here, and now it's down here. So as price was rising up into the 80 half, ATR is falling. That, of course, is what? Divergence, right? One going in one direction, one going in the other direction. And so we know, of course, to stay away. The best play here is to now wait for price to get as far away from that 80 half level as possible, and you're going to see the ATR begin to rise again, breaking above previous ATR highs. All right, guys, ask me questions tomorrow in the room. I'll be sure to go over this again with you guys tomorrow. But that's how we use ATR. And a great example here, we defined ahead of time that 80 half level, and look what happened with the range. Everything really tightened up there. Then let's take a look at the first one of the day. Remember, dollar leads the way. First move of the day is going to give you some good feedback about the market. Now, here's the first snapshot. This is a two-step pattern long. Short-term trend is down, right over in the fast time frame over here. Short-term trend is down. We bounce off these lows, and we're looking for a reversal back to the upside here. It's called a two-step pattern to the long side. Well, now remember, first trade of the morning, we're taking notes, right? We want to keep an eye on how is this market setting up this morning. Give me some feedback, Mr. Market. Well, we're looking at it right now. What do we see? First things first, let's look below it. Momentum. Momentum. Choppy, sideways, right? I want momentum to look like this, right? Nice, big, strong moves up and down, right? I want momentum to look like that, not like that. There's the first strike against us, right? Momentum doesn't look right. Next one, keep moving to the left here. Pace of tape. What does that look like? Decreasing speed, right? Decreasing speed. Speed is decreasing. Now, why, if before a setup, would the speed be decreasing? Maybe because people don't want to take that setup. That's probably why. We'll take their advice. And then last but not least, look at that time and sales window. Okay, we're going to look for lots of buyers here on the tape. Okay, now right now we got a couple buyers there right now, but let's fast forward now and let's see how this trade ends up playing out. First one of the day, here's the second snapshot. Same, right? Same stuff, same market, same time. Now this time though, look at how it ended up though. What do we see first of all? Well, back to our pattern here, we got 2 or 3 ticks in our direction, but look what happened, right? The speed picked up, right? Speed picked up, and we saw a bunch of sellers. Now that should tell us something here, guys, right? Speed picks up dramatically, and we see lots of sellers. Now what could that tell us? I was looking for a two-step pattern long right now. I didn't get it. Instead, I got increased speed with big sellers. That tells us, right? You better believe it. The speed validates the move. Speed validates the move. And I know you members out there know what I'm talking about. When we see increased speed and price goes against our direction, we better be careful. That means more and more people are interested in the opposite direction. And so rather than jumping into this trade, again, we looked for those kinds of, that smoke being the sign of the fire, right? What was the smoke, right? What was the kind of the heads up here? Well, the heads up was very slow speed. Momentum was very, very sideways and choppy. And we, of course, wanted to make sure we saw the big buyers above that swing high. We didn't get it. Instead, we got increased speed with big sellers. And you saw what happened. It reversed against us, and we're happy we weren't in that trade with any money. All right, guys, let's keep moving.